His MVP. That's one. Right field. Forget about it. Rangers strike first. Goes after the first one. Drills a high fly ball. Left center field. This game is tied. From Javier. Seager hits a high fly ball. Deep right field. A bomb into first. Drive. It's tied. Seager smashes the ball down the line. Goodbye. Now Seager to right center field, waiting back there. Gone again. Corey Seager does it again. It's Texas Rangers win the World Series. The Willie Mays Most Valuable Player Trophy presented by Chevrolet. Is there any doubt? Corey Seager.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of Right on Rangers Live, coming at you in the bottom of the ninth inning. Rangers down 5-4. Not much scoring since the fourth inning. That's when the Yankees went ahead and got 2 runs on a Giancarlo Stanton homer off John Gray. And that is where the scoring has stopped for this evening. Rangers going to need a bottom of the ninth walk-off. Or a tie, that works too. Won't get too greedy in order to get this one done. The Rangers offense going quiet after an early outburst. What's new? Am I right? What's new? Bottom of the second inning, Rangers score 4, and they don't score again. An all too common outcome. Let's buck the trend right here, though. Hey, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. We're going to bring you a great show. Hopefully the Rangers can get it done. Either way, rain or shine, we're here covering the team you love from Texas. And hey, here at Right on Rangers Live, we cover just about everything Texas sports, but a huge emphasis placed on the Rangers during the MLB season. And we thank you for choosing Right on Rangers for all of your Texas Rangers content. You know the drill. During the game itself, we may have to wait a little bit on the comments and questions. If I miss it the first time, please don't be shy. Paste it into the chat again. Feel free to double up. We'll get to a lot of comments, a lot of questions post-game, as we always do. But forgive me in the meantime. I'll bring you guys the live play-by-play, bring you a little color commentary as well. It'll be great. Ezequiel Duran, they're showing him on the replay right now. He had a nice game tonight, driving in a couple of runs to tie this game at 3. Duran on the evening, 2 hits, bringing that average up to 172. My guy, Ezequiel Duran, on fire right now. You got to get the positives going somehow, man. You do. Hey, Kyle Higashioka is going to replace Jonah Heim here. Look, kind of a little bit of a sight for sore eyes, honestly. I know Jonah Heim had a hit tonight, had a walk tonight. Really not a bad game from Jonah, but you just feel like Kyle Higashioka is so much more dangerous. He's going to take strike 1. Painted beautifully on the outside corner. Williams in the game right now to try and close this one out. Williams on the year, just to read you his stat line, 5.01 ERA. This is a guy that can get hit around a little bit at times. He's got sharp stuff. Definitely feel like the ERA can be a little bit deceiving. Devin Williams, a very solid pitcher in this game, but look, he has been hit around hard at times in the late innings pitching for the Yankees. Higgy, 265 batting average. He's down 0-2 right now. He's going to have to fight to get on board right now. Pitch number 3 is fouled off. Really tough pitch, man. I'm shocked he got to that one. Just got a piece. Pitch number 4. Sets and fires. Ground ball, left side. Fires over to first base. Higgy retired. Not a great start. Not a great start. Higgy was very tempted by those low off-speed pitches, and he ends up rolling over on one. Back-to-back balls thrown by Williams would have got Higgy in a little bit of a favorable count. And it's everybody's favorite Ranger, Jock Peterson, up to bat. Jock pinch hitting. Man, look, I'll say this about Jock. He gets so many opportunities to endear himself to Rangers fans. Hear me out on this. Like, He had a bases loaded opportunity over the weekend. He's coming up right now. He's got the home run power. Bro, you can tie the game right now. We'll all forgive you with one swing of the bat. Come on, baby. Seriously. I mean, he's gotten a lot of these opportunities of late. Big spot for him, man. Could put a lot of Rangers fans' minds at ease with a big fly here. Jock's going to take ball one outside the zone. Jock hitting 126 on the year. Talked a little bit about Jock in the video I posted today. By the way, if you want to go check that out after the show, I would be very, very grateful. Just reviewed the cluster that was last night's, I guess, yesterday's game. Doley not running hard into second base. Jock Peterson swinging on 2-0 on a pitch on the outside corner. Speaking of, Jock swings at a 2-0 pitch on the outside corner right here. You can't tell me, I'm sorry, you can't tell me that Jock Peterson, his pitch, his center cut pitch is outside corner. Did he just do it? Did he just hit a home run? Jock! Woo-hoo-hoo! Let's go, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo! I told y'all. I love Jock Peterson, baby. Let's go. I believed in him the whole time. Jock Peterson. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, my goodness. That's got to feel good running around those bases for Jock Peterson, man. That has got to feel good. You know that's got to feel good for him. He did not miss that one. That was a no-doubter. Oh, that's got me hyped up. The bench loves it, too. The bench absolutely loves it. Oh, you love to see that. Let's go. Man, he just did about 10 sellies, 10 of them. At least double digits in that dugout, man. And now, Rowdy, can we go back-to-back, Rowdy? Can we go back-to-back for the dub right here? You might see me faint, pass out if Rowdy goes back-to-back. I don't know if my heart's going to be able to handle this one, y'all. Woo! Jock! Oh, my goodness. Man, I am elated right now. Shoot, there's a game left to be played here, but I am pumped, man. Look, Jock has been terrible this year. He has not been good. But a lot of Rangers fans obviously loved the Jock Peterson signing. Some didn't. I was a fan of it. There's nothing more I'd love to see than this man have a great August and September. I mean, look, we can't get it twisted. We're never cheering for anybody's failure here on the show. We got to call it out when it's not good, but it's pretty good right there, tying up the ball game. Now, can we just go back-to-back here, Rowdy? Leave no doubt, baby. He's going to take ball one on the outer half here. I think is that Jock's third bomb of the year? Third bomb of the year? Man, they're showing it again. What a no-doubter. No-doubter. Told y'all, Devin Williams, susceptible. He is susceptible. Rowdy was trying to end it right there. He's going to take a big hack at some high cheese. It is 1-1. Rowdy Tellez. By the way, one of the hottest hitters on the Rangers right now is Rowdy. We read y'all some of the numbers yesterday. They're off the charts. We're talking over your last 7, over your last 15. You know, elite numbers, 950-ish OPS. Over his last 7, I think he has 1,000+ OPS. It's a guy seeing the ball pretty well right now. Would love to see him put one over the fence to end this one. What a jolt that would put into all of us, especially into that crowd, man. I'm sure there's a bunch of Yankees fans there, as there always is when they come to Arlington. But you know what? I'm sure there's enough Rangers fans there to have a good time with a back-to-back to win the ball game. Coulomb, by the way, in the pen, assuming he's going to be in if there are extra innings. Rowdy, 2-2 count. Pitch number 5 incoming from Devin Williams. And Rowdy is going to go chase the high cheddar, man. He is down on strikes. Rangers, one more out to spare here. And you're going to get Corey Seager coming up. We'll take that. Corey Seager 0 for 4 on the night. 0 for 4 on the night. You could say he's due. I would love to see Corey kind of break out of his mini slump. I mean, it's not that big of a slump. It's a little bit of one. Seattle's ballpark will do that to you. One of the worst parks for Corey. I mean, look, the Rangers don't play there very well in general. Corey Seager does not see the ball well up in Seattle. I'm sure no one is happier than him to be back at Globe Life. Corey's going to swing at a ball, foul it off, and he's going to swing at strike number 2 as well. Corey quickly down 0-2, chasing the high. Devin's got some high cheddar going tonight, and look, that would have been a strike anyways, but it's 0-2 quickly on Corey. He's going to take a timeout here, try and get recalibrated. Pitch number 3, Williams sets, fires, change up outside and low. Corey spits on it. It's going to be a 1-2 count coming up. Rohan, I did not expect Jock Peterson to tie this ball game either, man. Surely did not expect that. I mean, look, I threw it out there as like a hope and a prayer. I'm not even going to claim anything. I totally threw that one out there as a hope and a prayer, and sometimes it just ends up working out that way. Pitch 4 coming. I almost hit Corey, man. That was going straight for the cleat. Corey jumps out of the way, and it's going to be 2-2. New baseball incoming here. Yeah, that was... I think Williams just yanked that one, man. Just lost control. I can't imagine that was anything other than just losing control. I don't think that's any kind of setup. Corey's going to foul off another changeup low. Look, you're correct on this one. I mean, we've got a lot of low chases today. I mean, a little bit of it is the relievers and the stuff they have. I mean, Higgy was chasing low. Seager has been chasing low today. Some of these guys have some nasty off speed, that's for sure. Corey, tough AB, tough battle here. He is going to foul off another one. That might have been painted on the outside corner had he not swung. So we still have 2-2 count. Devin Williams with that home run. ERA now jumps up to 5.14 on the year. How many blown saves does Devin Williams have? Swing, and Corey's going to pop this one up to the outfield. Looked like it might have been something special for a second, but camped under it is the left fielder, and this one's going to extra innings. Bring on the best rule in baseball, the ghost runner rule. Jock admired that one, man. He admired that one. They're showing the replay again right now. He admired that one and had some things to say to his teammates afterwards. Gotta love it, man. Jock Peterson finally coming through. Oh, what a ride. What a thrill, man. Hey, look, there's a lot of ball game left to be played. I already said that. But special moment for Jock Peterson. By the way, Devin Williams on the year, only a couple of blown saves. Really only a couple of blown saves for him. 17 saves in 19 opportunities. I think it might be 17 for 20 now. I don't know if MLB.com is totally accurate, but oddly, he really hasn't blown that many saves this year. I guess what that tells you, he's either pitching a lot in non-save situations, which I guess is accurate because he's got 19 save opportunities in 46 games, 3-3 record. So he must just be pretty bad in the non-save situations. I don't know if we got any Yankees fans hanging out. That is the only way I can really interpret this is dude's actually pretty solid, like halfway decent in save situations. But when it comes to non-save, he's getting lit up a little bit. Now, in this case, bro got lit up in a save situation. He's now 17 for 20 on the year. What will Texas do with Seager on second? Frankie, probably pray he doesn't pull a hammy. I don't think they're going to bench Corey Seager. All right, let me get to all y'all's comments. Yeah, Brian, yes, sir. Good to see you, my guy. Yeah, the Ghost Runner special, my favorite rule in all of baseball. He did just miss that one. See, it looks special off the bat. You just never know how far it's going to travel. Corey, though, you can always kind of tell what the ball's going to do based on Corey's reaction. He kind of does that quick head down, and you just know he missed it. Right? Corey will let you know if he got it or not. If he gets it, he kind of looks at it for a little bit and starts jogging. Yeah, he just missed that one. Mick J, yes, sir. Jock Peterson, baby. Let's go. Yeah, look, the Yankees, we talked about it before the season. They definitely kicked the ball around a little bit, that's for sure. Absolutely. You got to take advantage. Now, today, you have one error by New York, and that error was freed on a pickoff. I mean, look, so not really quite the rest of the defense. Yankees actually had a few pretty good, pretty solid defensive plays today. Volpe, who's been the subject of much scrutiny defensively, especially, he made a pretty nice play on a Marcus Semien ball that I thought was destined for green grass in the outfield. But yes, by and large, it has been a little bit of an up and down season for the Yankees playing defense, base running, a number of different things. And I said it, look, I'm not here to trash Aaron Boone. I really haven't done a lot of time watching the Yankees games inning after inning, pitch after pitch. But when a team is really sloppy, base running, defensively, I do think you have to look at the coaching a little bit. I mean, I think that those two things are pretty indicative of the coaching staff. When you're making a lot of errors and when you are making a lot of mental mistakes on the base paths as well, I think you got to go to coaching at some point. Jazz Chisholm up. Danny Coulombe in the game. Coulombe has been outstanding for the Rangers so far. Look, he worked into a little bit of trouble, I believe it was, on Saturday, but was able to get out of it. Coulombe and Maton in their 2 appearances, no earned runs. Hopefully they can continue to dominate. This is the game for the Texas Rangers, right? At this point, this is their game. Play these tight games, 5-4, 4-3, and you hope that you don't have to outslug the other team. Here's the pitch. We got a ground ball. Jazz is going to get the job done. Ghost runner advances to third base. That's the name of the game in this inning. You got to advance that runner right away. Yeah, you're right. A couple of those double plays, Jack, you're right about that. There were a couple that you thought that the Yankees probably could have turned and did it. Thanks for pointing that out, man. This is what I mean, though. I mean, it's just tough with the ghost runner rule. It's why I don't like it. It's just not real baseball, man. It's just not. I don't think there's an amazing fix beyond just playing it traditional, like it's always been played. That would be my preference. Real generous strike there, Brian. Real generous. I just don't love this ghost runner rule at all. It's tough for a pitcher. It inflates stats. You automatically have a runner in scoring position. I know that they don't count it against the ERA of the pitcher. I understand it's an unearned run, but still, it puts a whole different twist of pressure on the ball game. And for me, nobody, I think John Boy actually said it really well. I know a bunch of y'all follow John Boy, I'm sure, but nobody is tuning in to watch the ghost runner. Nobody's like, there's a ghost runner on second base. This is what Jimmy said, and I thought it was a great quote. Nobody's tuning in. There's a ghost runner on second base, bro. You got to get to a TV right now. I mean, it's just, it's not exciting. It's just kind of stupid and silly. And I really do think it gives the away team an advantage. I think it's a momentum thing. You score first, you're automatically behind. You automatically have pressure put on the home team in a lot of cases, right? The chances of scoring from second base with no outs, very, very high. And I've just never liked that momentum swing that happens. You're the home team. You shouldn't automatically be playing in a deficit when you're at home. And look, I'd love to see the numbers. Maybe I'm totally off base on this. Maybe you don't see the away team score that frequently. I'd love to see what's the percentage on away team scoring in the top of the 10th with this ghost runner rule. I don't know what would be the best way to figure out those numbers, but I would love to see those numbers. What is the percentage that an away team scores right away in the 10th with the ghost runner rule? By the way, Volpe is going to walk here. Not really a terrible decision here. I don't know if this was an intentional walk or unintentional, but with a base open, I mean, Volpe, obviously your number 7 hitter, not the most dangerous hitter in the lineup by any means, but you have the double play in order now. You really didn't have to give in there. You bring up Wells for the lefty on lefty matchup. A lot of wisdom in walking Volpe, the switch hitter there. Let's see if it pays off for Texas. 1 down. Wells is 1 for 4 on the day. Believe he got a little bit lucky. I don't know if you guys can check me on this one, but feel like he probably should have struck out in the at-bat where he actually did get the hit. He's going to get sorted here. Ugly swing from Austin, and it's quickly 0-1. Yeah, I think he should have been rung up on strike 3, but then he went on to get a hit after the fortunate call. Of course, it wouldn't be a Rangers games without some bad calls behind the dish, man. Just wouldn't be. I'm watching the game on my iPad. I've got iPad, I've got my iMac, and then I got my phone for all y'all on TikTok. So, look, if you're on YouTube or X, you can watch Game Day, follow along that way. All right. Double play, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Danny Colomb gets the comebacker, flips it to second. Corey Seager flips it over to first, and the Rangers are going to take a tie ball game to the bottom of the 10th. Danny Colomb, let's go. He has been nails. It's only been 3 outings, but we can give him nail status. 100%. Bro has been outstanding since coming over from the Twins. See, this is where you love the acquisitions from CY. I mean, you just feel very comfortable in an extra inning game like this. You've got Maton available. John Gray, got to give him a lot of credit. No, he gave up the bomb to Giancarlo earlier, but I mean, Patrick Corbin, not the sharpest today. 3 innings, 3 earned runs, 9 base runners in 3 innings. It just wasn't Pat Corbin's day. We can forgive him. The guy's been very solid. The Rangers have wasted many a Pat Corbin start. So, look, give Corbin a little bit of a break. You guys know I'm a pretty big Corbin truther. A lot of Corbin hate whenever he doesn't pitch well. I don't get it. He's a 5th starter, and he's really pitched pretty solid. Dude's got a 3.91 ERA, and he's a 5th starter in our rotation. Come on now. But, look, the rest of the bullpen, you had John Gray, you had Curvelo, and now you have Coulomb. You've still got so many guys at your disposal. You know, you've got, obviously, Milner. You've got Maton. You got a number of guys. I really don't want to see Robert Garcia anywhere close to this ball game. I know he's available, but if we don't get the job done here, and I pray that we do, I do not want to see Robert Garcia anywhere close to this ball game. Nowhere close. Like, send him home right now to rest up and get ready for the game next week. I'm good with a little Robert Garcia break. Seriously. I know y'all feel the same. And look, Robert Garcia, can he just pitch in the 7th or 8th? He's elite in the 7th or 8th inning. I think I told y'all it's a 1.4 ERA when he pitches in the 7th or 8th inning. When he pitches in the 9th, it bumps up to almost a 5 ERA. It's ridiculous. All right, Marcus Semien. First pitch inside. And check swing. He did not go. Corey Seager out on second base. So anything right at somebody, you're probably going to watch Siegs get held up. Anything a little left or a little right, you would think Corey Seager would be able to score it. Look, when he turns on the Jets, he's not the fastest man in the world, but he's not slow. But obviously when you get the, half-hearted hustle, trying not to injure the hammy, which, I mean, to an extent, I understand. You're not going to get him scoring from second if it's right at somebody. Game on the line, he doesn't move half bad. All right, Marcus Semien quickly in a 3-1 favorable count here. Bird is pitching. Bird, acquired from Colorado. The Rangers were actually linked to Daniel Bird. He's had a little bit of a rough start to his Yankees career. Got lit up in his Yankees debut. had really kind of a rough July for Colorado, had a really good start to the year, ran into a bad month in July. Marcus is going to swing at a sweeper on the outer half here, and it's a 3-2 count. Pitch number 6 incoming. Marcus is going to foul off a sweeper right over the heart of the plate, man. I was hanging. I don't know if Simi just wasn't perfectly timed up, but Bird hung one right there, man. And he just missed. Just a little bit out in front, Marcus Semien was. He put some really, really nice contact on that one. Pitch 7. And Marcus is going to go down swinging, man. Last thing you wanted to see right there. Come on, Marcus. You got to be better than that, baby. Not good. Not good. That was a nice front door sweeper. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that besides foul it off, maybe get jammed. That's tough for Marcus. Tough AB, man. He's 0 for 5 on the night. Has not been his best day up at the plate right now. I just watched the games on my iPad, Caden. Rangers Sports Network, MLB TV. Nothing fancy. Dolly up. Dolly, of course, the center of attention in last night's game. I'd encourage you guys to go watch the video I put out, but I found it a little bit funny that Adolis Garcia got all of the crap that he did, drawing the ire of manager Bruce Bochy. I mean, who said there's no excuse for Dolly's base running. My comment, immediately what came to mind, there's no excuse for some of the moves that Bruce Bochy has made. And look, Jock Peterson had a nice home run tonight, but I mean, we were batting him 5th incessantly. And, you know, we also were throwing Robert Garcia no matter what in the 9th inning, even though the guy clearly struggles. Like, there's a lot of other people you could blame for some of the struggles that we had in Seattle. Dolly went 3 for 3 with a walk. Obviously, you got to be better in that moment, but man, I just thought that was a little uncool from Boch. Didn't love that from him after the game. You don't hear him go off on players very often. Just kind of felt odd that in that moment he chooses to go after Garcia. Unfortunately, Dolly is going to go left side ground ball here, and the Rangers are looking primed to go to an 11th inning. Wyatt Langford, 2 for 3 on the night with a double and a walk. Last chance here. You wonder how they'll pitch Wyatt. I feel like they might just go ahead and come right at him. Good scoop by Goldie over there. Little mound visit here, talking about Wyatt Langford, how they want to approach it. So let's see. You've got Wyatt up, and then you got Josh Young coming up after him. I mean, I don't know if there's going to be some talk here to potentially walk Wyatt, have a force out at every base. Not sure what they want to do here. Let's see. All part of the strategy. This is the stuff I love about the game. All the strategy involved in it. The game within the game, man. Wyatt, though, 2 for 3 on the night. Again, a double, a single. Good to see him going multi-hit. 739 OPS. Sure would be nice to see another Langford walk-off, man. Feels like it's been a hot minute since we've seen one. They're going to intentionally walk him, though. So we're going to get Josh Young, Jungle Cat, with a huge opportunity here. I understand the move. You kind of want that force out at multiple bases. You got a force now pretty much at every base besides home. That'll work. And Josh Young, not that he's a slouch, but coming off of a weekend where he didn't play at all. He has a hit tonight, but clearly the Yankees feel a little bit more comfortable facing him. First pitch, called strike, another front door sweeper. I think Bird might want to stay right here with this front door sweeper, man. Not a lot of Rangers are trying to do too much with it. It's hard. It's coming right at your hip, and then it just ducks right into the zone. Ball 2, sweeper heavy, man. He tried to go outside on this one, and it was probably about a foot out. Young does well to hang off, hold off on that one. It's a good sweeper. It's good off speed. You can see the potential with Bird. You really can. Just got to piece it all together. Pitching coming here. Josh Young's going to serve one. And that is long gone, baby. Jungle Cat, let's go. Woo-hoo-hoo! Cue the I Like Texas music. Hello, win column. The Rangers walk off the Yankees. A 3-run bomb. No doubt. The Jungle Cat is back. And the Rangers take this one 8-5. They win the series opener. Great win. What a comeback win. Jock Peterson ties the game in the 9th, and the Jungle Cat walks it off. Big smile from Bruce Bochy, man. You don't see that a whole lot. Big old smile from Boch. Young is hype right now. You love this, man. Look, you don't see this team go wild a lot. You don't see them get too high or too low. They're hype right now. They are hype right now. What a bat flip from Young, too. Friggin' sweet bat flip, bro. Wow. What a moment. This was a special live, man. We got two huge knocks in this one. Jock Peterson against all odds. And then when it was looking bleak, they intentionally walk Wyatt Langford to get to the Jungle Cat, and he makes them pay. Big win for Texas, man. Big win after a rough weekend in Seattle. Huge. Danny Coulombe gets his first win as a Ranger. Bird is going to take the loss in this one. He continues to have a bit of a rough start, rough landing in New York with the Yankees. Feel for him, but the Rangers will take it. Big time win, especially with Evo on the bump tomorrow. Now you have an opportunity to win the series with arguably one of, if not the best pitcher in baseball on the bump. Huge. And the Yankees aren't exactly throwing an ace tomorrow either. Big opportunity, huge opportunity to win the series tomorrow evening. Wow. Look, you know, the OGs, the real ones, the ones who have been hanging out with me through every freaking game this season, you know, we have had to sit through some BS, man. We have had to sit through some bad L's here on the show, live. We had to do it a couple of times over the weekend. So you got to relish and cherish these moments where you get Josh Young walking off the Yankees with 2 outs after the dude in front of him, Wyatt Langford, gets intentionally walked. Oh, what a game. Special. And look, I don't want to overdo it because every time the Rangers do something big like this, you say to yourself, this is going to be the game. This is going to be the game that galvanizes this club and vaults them to a different tier in this 2025 season. I want to try not to get ahead of myself, but it's tough not to. This is a big win. I mean, you are really staring down a loss. You're staring down a big fat L. And the Rangers, it was just such a typical game. They scored in the second inning, didn't score again until that Jock Peterson home run. Special. Love it. All right. Let's get into comments and questions. Let's have some fun tonight on the show. Thanks for your patience as we're hanging out. If I missed something, you want to get a question in there, you want me to react to something that you got, a take you got, drop it right now. We'll try and get to it as quick as we can. Appreciate all y'all. Jeremy, that's what I'm saying. Jock Peterson, please make me eat crow as many times as you'd like this season. Please. 1.5 games out of the wild card. Let's go. He did hear us. We were at Josh Young's throat before he went to Round Rock. It just was not looking good. And look, rightfully so. I'm not on this page of you just have to have unwavering loyalty and positivity to every player. Bro, if they're hitting 150 over their last 30 games, it's okay to say they're not playing well. And Josh Young, he was in that category. Dude was hitting like a $150 in May and in June, and it was warranted to send him down. There was the perfect move. Anybody that was clamoring to send him down, you were 100% right, because him spending that time in AAA 100% helped him. So I don't need any other explanation. He needed to get sent down. It worked, and now he's back up raking. Perfect strategy by the Rangers. And look, it couldn't be at a better time. We need Josh Young right now. You've got less than 50 games left in this 2025 season. You need 2023 All-Star Josh Young to start showing out, man. You do. Absolutely. We keep going. Jock shocked me for sure. JBJ, I could not believe the Jock home run. If he does heat up McJ, I'm telling you right now, yeah, I'm 100% in your boat. If you can get Jock actually hitting like he did the past couple of seasons, look out. Look, the Rangers, they're 11-1 in their last 12 home games. As much as, we don't want to focus on the negatives of the road play, this is a different team at home. They just are a different team. Not to say they can't win ball games on the road, but this is an elite team at home. They just play different at Globe Life. And look, a lot of teams are that way. It's not like this is some anomaly. A lot of teams play well at home. But I think all of y'all notice it. I know that I do. This is just a different feel of a ball club when they get to the friendly confines of Globe Life. Let's keep rolling. Mike, I'm with you. I've said it so much. CY is money with the pitching acquisitions. Look, the offensive ones have been a little suspect. The pitching acquisitions have been straight fire for Chris Young. John Gray comeback game felt good to see. Homer did stink, but still a good outing. Mason, I'm with you. Look, he settled down. That was going to go off the rails super quick for John Gray, and he really settled in. When he gave up the bomb to Giancarlo, I got to admit, I was starting to get a little in my feelings, a little negative. I'm glad that he settled down. It was a big performance from John that really allowed the Rangers to stay in this ball game and win it. We keep going. Yeah, it is. TLC, look, I'm with you. Look, there are a number of Rangers fans, and we're not trying to dog anybody. I can appreciate the eternal optimists out there. Victor, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Justin, appreciate the gifts as well. Means a lot, guys. Thanks for the generosity. Good day to celebrate, too. Makes the day even better, so thank you. It definitely is okay to call out players that are not playing well. I don't know. I can't do the sugarcoat and just eternal optimist when a guy is hitting .075 over his last 30 ball games. Like, there's no way to sugarcoat that, man. There's not. But it's nice to see some of these guys turn it around. Brian, well said. Home cooking was needed. Absolutely was needed. Corbin did struggle today, but like I said, Austin, earlier in the show, you might have missed it, maybe you didn't. I think we can give Corb some grace. Dude, how many games has he pitched where we gave up 2-3 runs and you know what, we only scored one? Pat leaves the game and it's a 3-1, 3-0, 2-0 ball game. I can remember multiple games like that for Corbs. So we'll give Corbs a break. John, what's good, my guy? Yeah, he saved it tonight. He did. Going 5 with Corbin, really not having it tonight. Weird because Corbin at home has been really, really good. We talked about it on the show last night. Run better at home than he is on the road. Phenomenal to see, man. Phenomenal to see. Absolutely. We keep going. How did I feel about Young at DH? I think that Young at DH is really not the worst thing in the world right now with him coming back from the injury. I mean, I don't know if you want to do it full time, but still. Yeah, Rangers 2, 3, 4 hitters tonight were not good. Look, we don't want to dwell on the negatives per se, but yeah, the 2, 3, 4 hitters did not play well. We had Seager, Simeon, Garcia going over. In a way, it kind of makes the win even more special, doesn't it? It makes the win even more special that you had Seager, Simeon, and Adolis Garcia going 0 for 5. Not even any walks either. I mean, the 2 through 4 literally got on base 0 times, and the Rangers scored 8 runs. When's the last time that happened? It has to probably be like either never or a very long time ago. Curvelo, absolutely. You got to point out Curvelo, he has been amazing since coming up and making his major league debut. What a game. Yes, sir. What a ball game. You'll love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Much needed. We were all down bad after the Seattle series. Let's be real. You guys saw the reaction. If you were watching me for the Seattle series, you saw the raw emotion. It wasn't fun. It was not fun watching some of those Seattle games. We all needed a game like this. Get back home, win it at the death. Jock Peterson, third home run of the season after not a great series for him in Seattle either. Look, can I just point out the fact that we made a little Jock Peterson reel today? We just light the fire here at Right on Rangers, and it ends up working out more often than not. I'm just saying. We called out Jock a little bit in the short and the reel we put out today. What does he do right away? Home run. Game tied, baby. If I got to make more of those, I certainly will. Josh Young getting interviewed right now. Smile still on his face, man. I think we're all still smiling. Oh, man. Yeah, Ben, they do. They have one of the worst records on the road. Home record is definitely elite. You wish they could play every game here. You really do. You really do. We keep going. Let's see. Eagle. Yes, we did. Big win tonight, man. hope the 10U baseball draft went well, my guy. Garcia had golden sombrero tonight. Jace. 0 for 5 with 4 Ks. Yeah, not a good night for Dolly. Again, not often you're going to get 2 through 4 going a combined 0 for 15. We keep going. Yeah, Eagle run. I might have to. The comment was make a reel every day for Jock. I might have to at this rate. Seriously. Yeah, Jock's reaction was huge, Mike. I loved every bit of it. And Ben, yes, that's what we were saying. Like this team finds ways to win when they are at home. They're a different ball club. It's not like a total anomaly. There are other teams around Major League Baseball that are like this, but very, very special at home. You wish they could play more games here. 26 of the last 48 games are at home if they can just figure out the road. And Brian, I would probably add in, like, you don't have to be dominant on the road. You just have to not get your clock clean. If they can just like stay above water slightly, I'm talking, if you have a 7-game roadie, go 4-3. Go 4-3. If you have a 6-game road trip, go 500. Like, if you can win at this clip at home and then just play 500, maybe slightly better than 500 on the road, that's all you need. You don't need a whole lot else. Garcia ABs, TLC, I feel like we're competitive. I mean, he had some long, drawn out, some quality ABs mixed in there. It wasn't like going down swinging 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 every time. You don't like seeing the 4Ks, but look, you wonder where's Dolly's mental at right now after getting blasted by Bruce Bochy. I'm still saying, y'all, I didn't like that. There's a lot of different things this year that Bruce Bochy could have lit it up about. And just to choose that moment for Dolly, I can think about a number of other moments where I, as a coach, would have absolutely lit it up with certain players. And it just seemed weird choosing that moment. There was a lot of other stuff in that Seattle series that you could have called out. Poor play and poor performances by multiple other Rangers. Dolly's 3 for 3, just worked the clutch walk. Yes, the brain cramp is terrible. And not an excusable play by any means, but there's a lot of other stuff that's happened this year with this Texas team that's not excusable either. So I just found it to be a little bit rich, Bochy calling out Garcia. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Maybe we'll have to agree to disagree. You don't hear Boch call out people very often, and I just felt like it was kind of a weird moment to call out Dolly when you have so much other stuff around you. Not excusable either. All right, we keep going. Appreciate all y'all hanging. We keep going. Let me get to TikTok. Frankie, yeah, I didn't love it. And I know some people did. I know some people are like, good. Bochy finally saying something. And there's a part of me that agrees. Like, Bochy finally lighting somebody up in the media instead of just constantly sweeping it. But I just don't love that it was Doley, because there was so much other stuff that you could have talked about that happened in Seattle that was not pretty. I mean, you had Robert Garcia totally non-competitive in both of his outings in Seattle. Totally non-competitive. I mean, you're talking about serving up meatballs right down the middle in back-to-back games. You could have easily lit up Robert Garcia in the media. Just, dude, you're not even competitive out there. I just found it weird that it was Doley that got the brunt. Clearly, it was a boil-over moment for Boch. It's not just Doley. It's everything that happened in that Seattle series and in the Angels series. You didn't have a good series in LA either. I mean, it was all bubbling up, and you just have to think Doley just got the brunt of it. A lot of other crap you could have called out if you're Bruce Bochy. We keep going. Can we get a video of Adolis? Maybe the real magic will work on him. Sean, I'll try. I got to think about this. You know, y'all, sometimes the reels take a second to come to me. And I got to sit there and think about it for a little while. I try and think about what you guys care about the most. Sometimes I just make a video that I want to make, but I try to think about what's everybody talking about. What does everybody want to see? So we'll see what the reel for today is. It's probably going to be something about this crazy win. I mean, look, I love put together some highlight reels of some of these plays. So we'll see what I come up with for tomorrow. It'll be fun. Carson, appreciate the gift, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. When the Yankees lose, what's that comment? What did I miss? Even as an Astros fan, when the Yankees lose, the world wins. Look, I got to say, the Yankees, we talked about this maybe a week or two ago. I know that the Astros have become a bigger rival of late, right? But I still am kind of the same way, Rohan. When the Yankees lose, I'm good with it. Very good with it, in fact. Absolutely. The Higgy reel worked magic. Ben, thank you. A couple of y'all have pointed that out. Can I just wax poetic on this for a second? So we dropped, and I think somebody in the Discord pointed this out. It might have been Chase in the Discord. Chase, I don't know if you're hanging out. I made the Kyle Higashioka reel on June 30th. On June 30th, I made the Kyle Higashioka reel, and I basically said, is this guy the biggest disappointment? You know, Jock is obviously injured at that point, and I had already gone in enough on Jock, and I said that in the video. I'm like, I've already cooked Jock and a bunch of these guys plenty, so we're getting some fresh meat in the smoker. And we went in on Higgy and said, this guy is getting paid a $13.5 million contract, and he has one home run. It was June 30th. Kyle Higashioka had one home run. Since June 30th, and let's take it to just July 1st for Kyle Higashioka. In the month of July, immediately after I made that reel, this is what Kyle Higashioka did. The stats are pretty insane. In the month of July, 379 average, a 1090 OPS. I'm just saying, it's kind of a thing at this point. It's kind of a thing. We make the video, and the player suddenly gets hot. And I'm happy to do it. It's for the people at this point. It's for the people. Appreciate all y'all. I appreciate that some of y'all remember stuff like that. That means a lot to me. I put a lot of time in trying to deliver some good content to you guys. It really does make me happy you guys remember stuff like that. Thank you. We keep going. You do have to survive on the road. Absolutely well said. Got to survive on the road. We keep going. Yep, Bird did have the sweeper going. Simeon looked silly. And then the front door to end it, that front door sweeper, man. I was a little surprised that Bird went away from that pitch. I thought that front door sweeper right there on the corner was working pretty well. And you go to the at-bat itself, Josh Young hitting the home run, and you look at the pitch, and on pitch number 1, it's a sweeper on the inside. Josh Young takes it for a strike. Ball 2, sweeper out. And then on the home run, he went sinker. I was really surprised that Bird mixed it up. I thought it was just going to be sweeper, sweeper, sweeper. See if you can hit the sweeper. And he came in 96, sinker on the inner half. Not quite middle in, but pretty close. And Josh Young punished it. I was really surprised to see Bird go away from the sweeper to Josh Young. I think that's the ball game right there. I think you keep throwing that sweeper, you might have a chance to get out of that inning. David, yeah, look, I know Bryce, haven't really interacted with him a ton, but look, why not just make this the new home post-game, man? That's all I got to say. There's a lot of good Rangers content creators out there, though. I like supporting other people. Obviously, I've got my preferences, who I like to follow, and other people that, it just kind of depends. I tend to gravitate towards the people that are a little bit more like myself, a little bit more positive. It's easy to just be constantly negative about the team and overreact to everything. I mean, you guys got a lot of overreaction tonight, and I think you'll forgive me, but we try and be as objective as we possibly can be, considering that I am a diehard fan of this team and have been for years. But, the creators that are constantly being negative, it's not my thing. And that goes for all teams. I follow a lot of creators across all MLB teams, and I appreciate the people that call it out when it's not going well, but try and give you a good perspective, not just constant whining, moaning, and just complaining about the team. I've had my fair share of complaints about the Rangers in 2025. Don't get me wrong. But I try and hype up guys as much as I can, especially the guys coming up from the minor leagues. When somebody goes on a heater, I'm making a video acknowledging it. We try to do our best. And look, you guys are making it a dream come true by continuing to support the show. So thank you. We don't take anything for granted. The likes, the follows, the shares, the gifts that y'all are giving on TikTok, we appreciate it all very much. Thank you so much. All right, we keep rolling. Yeah, I did see, Dan, the Nolan Ryan, Robin Ventura anniversary, when Robin got the snot beat out of him by the legend, the Express, Nolan. You love it. It never gets old watching that highlight. It's wild that has become, look, I consider, oddly enough, I know that some people maybe are going to turn their nose up at this. Maybe not. Maybe some of the newer Rangers fans won't quite get it, but my favorite moment is the A-Rod strikeout. The Corey Seager home run, winning the World Series, clearly it's super way high up there. But I just remember that A-Rod strikeout to go to the first World Series that we had ever been to as a franchise. Just a very special moment for me. And I think to this day, it's still my favorite Rangers moment. All the A-Rod history that there was with the club and the Yankees who had just wiped us up and down the field in the late 90s. We could never get past them. That's my favorite moment, but it's crazy that this Robin Ventura, Nolan Ryan moment is probably like top 3. And the Rangers have won a World Series and have a lot of classic moments from that World Series run. Yeah, Antonio, it's a good point. It really is. It's a good point. Yeah, I think Robin, I don't know if I remember an interview, but surely he knew once he got out there, I made a mistake. This was not a good decision. I've got to think that Robin regretted it pretty immediately. Appreciate. We keep going. Odor punch. Look, that is legendary. I don't know if I'd put it up there like top moments in franchise history. It is a legendary moment. I will say that. Total legendary moment for sure. Absolutely. We keep going. Thank you so much, everybody, for the comments. Appreciate it. We're going to get into some of the box scores, some of the lines, and bring y'all the player of the game. I don't think it's going to be too hard to figure it out, but we're going to dive into some of the individual performances today. And look, great win for the Rangers. Outstanding win for Texas. Absolutely needed it after a very rough weekend in Seattle. Let's go ahead and let's check out box score for today. Haggerty 1 for 4 on the day. Rowdy Tellez would eventually pinch hit for him. Rowdy was 0 for 1. We already talked about 2 through 4. Seager, Simeon, Garcia 0 for 15 with 6 strikeouts. Not good. Not good at all. Wyatt Langford, Josh Young each went multi-hit. They also had 3 walks. So Wyatt Langford and Josh Young got on base a combined 7 times tonight. It's impressive, man. We've said it a lot. If these young guys, no pun intended, are able to produce consistently, this offense totally changes. And we're not even mentioning Jock Peterson yet. Like we said, Mick J, I think you called it. If we can get Jock Peterson even getting back to average mode, I mean, right now the meter is on kind of the terrible side of things. If we can just bring the meter on Jock back to the middle, that would do a lot of wonders. But with that being said, Langford, Young, I know Carter's on the IL. If these young guys can produce, and then you got Corey Seager doing his thing. I know it's been a little bit of a rough stretch for Sieg since the Seattle series. Marcus Semien, he's actually had a pretty good second half thus far, and that's pretty standard for him. Second half Semi. We all know it. But if you can get Langford and Young cooking, it's a dangerous team. Like, if this offense does finally decide to be average, not elite, just average, this is going to be a really, really tough team to have to face in the playoffs. We haven't even talked about Jacob deGrom, Nate Eovaldi, Merrill Kelly, Tyler Mahle when he gets back. Good stuff. Josh Smith, 1 for 4 with an RBI as well. Good to see Smitty getting on base. It's been a little bit of a tough second half for Josh. I think we can all say that. It's been a little tough for him. Maybe, a little less pressure. I don't know if they're going to mix up him being up at the top of the lineup when it's a righty on the hill, but maybe just a little less pressure, hitting a little bit lower in the order did something well for him. It's what I kind of think there might be something to it. It's tough hitting leadoff. You have a lot that you're responsible for. Like, you're the table setter, but you're also supposed to be working counts and being careful. It's not easy being a leadoff hitter. Maybe Josh Smith will benefit from a couple of starts, a little bit lower in the lineup. We are facing a lot of lefties this week. I think we get a righty tomorrow, but I think we're facing 2 or 3 more lefties this week. So we'll see what ends up happening. Then we go to Jonah Heim, 1 for 2 with the walk. If Jonah Heim can get on base twice, it's a good day for bro. Then Kyle Higashioka, subbed in, 0 for, rolled over in extra innings. Zeke Duran, we got to show him some love, got to give him some flowers. We've been tough on Duran. I think we all have. We have been tough on Ezequiel Duran. 2 for 3 with a big 2 RBI single earlier on in the game that tied it up 3-3. Zeke Duran, let's look at the stats. Maybe they're not that special. Maybe I'm just typing this up for no reason, but Zeke Duran over his last 7 games, granted it's only 8 at-bats, hitting 500 with 1,000 OPS, 4 for 8 in his last 8 at-bats. Let's go, Zeke. Let's go, baby. It comes a little back down to earth if you go to the last 15 games. I won't read those out. Let's stick with the 1,000 OPS over his last 7. Let's stick with that. Zeke Duran, great game for him. As Duran gets a hard time from a lot of Rangers fans, myself included. Good to see him being successful. And look, Jock Peterson. I think you got to give co-player of the game, Jock Peterson and Josh Young. Without the Jock Peterson bomb, you don't have the Jungle Cats homer. I think you got to give co-player of the game here, Josh Young and Jock Peterson. Huge hit for Jock. You'd love for a moment like this to spur him on. Let's not get our hopes up crazy high, but let's definitely think positively that way. I would love to see Jock just go on a heater. We are due for a Jock Peterson heater. You'd love to see it. Yeah, that's a good point, Matt. No Hobie Milner used, no Maton used. So you've got some big guns that you didn't have to go to today. And as a result, you're set up well for the rest of the series. You hope that you don't have to go crazy tomorrow with arguably your best pitcher throwing in Nate Eovaldi, leading the league in ERA. You hope Evo can give you 7 strong. Aaron Judge is coming back tomorrow. Maybe we'll catch him with just enough rust that it won't be too much of a factor in this series. Fingers crossed on that one. But Aaron Judge is set to make his return tomorrow. And then, other than that, the bullpen, after a very rough start by Patrick Corbin. And look, Pat Corbin, 5th starter, 3.91 ERA. Put some respect on his name. I know he had a bad outing today. Put some respect on Pat Corbin's name. This guy's a 5th starter with a 3.90 ERA. To contextualize this, if you can get your 5th starter at a 4.25 to 4.50 ERA, you're probably happy with that. Like, your 5th starter is not going to be an ace or anything like it. Your 5th starter is a guy that can eat up some innings and keep you competitive most nights, and that's exactly what Patrick Corbin does. But you guys know, my longtime listeners, you guys know I'm a Patrick Corbin truther, and I will be until he is no longer a Texas Ranger. Dude's got the pedigree. He's pitched in big moments. Pat Corbin didn't have it today, but you know what? It's about time the Rangers picked him up, because there have been many a Pat Corbin start where he leaves with only 3 earned runs allowed, and the offense has put up 0 or 1 run. John Gray, though, probably from a pitching perspective, player of the game. You give 5 strong innings. You give up the Giancarlo bomb, and you really settle in 5 innings, 5 Ks. I love the no walk stat. No walks from John Gray. So huge. That's a big, big number for him. I think he's got to be player of the game on the pitching side. Curvelo, another scoreless inning. Coulombe, another scoreless inning. If this team can just stick around the opponent scoring 4 runs, I know the Yankees got to 5. And admittedly, y'all, when they got to 5, I said to myself, it's going to be tough for the Rangers to get to 6. It just is. I'm glad that tonight they were able to overcome it. You feel like if the Rangers can keep the opponent to 4 or less, it's almost a no-doubt win, especially at home. All right, we will do the preview of tomorrow's game here in just a little bit. Let me keep on checking some comments here. Appreciate all y'all. Coulombe and Maton have been huge, Dan. Totally agree. Gavin, yes, he was. Look, no walks from John Gray. It's incredible. Absolutely. Daniel, what's good, man? Thanks for hanging out. Why did the Yankees pitch to Young after walking Wyatt? I'm sure Aaron Boone was pulling his hair off after doing that tonight. Dan, explain that a little bit more. I think that was exactly what they wanted, right? You wanted a force at every base, which, I mean, except for home plate, obviously they had runners on first and second, 2 outs. You got a force at third, a force at second, a force at first. I think that's exactly what they wanted. Dan, I think they were just hoping that Josh Young was a little rusty from a weekend off. Wyatt had hit the ball hard a couple of times on the night. I think they just wanted to take their chances with the guy that hadn't played all weekend. And it came back to burn him in a big way, man. I think that's all there is to it. Through the top of the second, this game was rough. I totally agree. Totally agree. Well, and look, the Rangers didn't score until the 9th inning after scoring in the second. Very typical, very standard, quintessential Texas Rangers baseball. You score 4 in the second, and you don't score again, and you look up and it's the 9th inning. Like, thank you, Jock Peterson. Thank you, Josh Young. Seriously. Hey, real quick, at this time in the show, before we do the preview of tomorrow's game, Nate Eovaldi, Rangers ace, starting against the Yankees, going for the series win. I want to say a special thank you to all of my paid subscribers on TikTok and paid members on YouTube. Thank you for your support. Look, not much is monetized here on the channel. We don't do a lot of gimmicky things, but we did start a $2.99 per month subscription. It all goes to support me and the content that I create here at Right on Rangers. A lot of y'all know this is not the full-time job, but I treat it like one. I do treat it like one. We have got a lot going on right now in life, but we are grinding to bring you guys the best content possible. I appreciate you considering it. Main perk, you get access to our exclusive Right on Rangers Discord, which has got about 40 people in it. It's a great group. I would highly encourage you to consider a subscription. Take your support of me and the show to the next level. I thank you for considering it. And just know, I've said it a couple times, we don't take any support for granted. Whether you ever become a paid subscriber, paid member or not, we're just thankful you're here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for liking the live. I see some of y'all liking it right now. We got up to 10,000 likes on TikTok one time. I was floored, man. We were like getting onto the top 100 leaderboard one day. It was freaking sweet. Like all those are little wins to me that start stacking up. And so again, whether you ever become a paid member or a paid subscriber, just know how grateful I am for all you guys, the likes, the comments, the shares, the follows. If you followed since the show began, thank you. I appreciate it. One last request. If you don't become a paid member or subscriber today, the next best way you can help me out after the show's over, go watch the video that I posted today. Give it a like, drop a comment, even if it's something silly. I'd appreciate that. That's the next best way. Thank you so much. And hey, I'll drop that link for you guys on YouTube or X. Paste that into a browser of your choice. That's the way you can join on YouTube. And again, on TikTok, bottom left corner, hit the subscribe button, and we'll get you into the Discord right after the show. Thank you so much. If you're sitting around and you haven't followed yet, what are you doing? Hit that follow button. Come on, this is what we do every night. It's a lot of fun. Clearly, you know what we emphasize and prioritize. It's Rangers baseball, but we have fun going back and forth with fans from the other team. We have a lot of people over the last couple of years that we brought along with us, even if they're not a Rangers diehard. It's fun having different perspectives in the chat. Everybody's welcome. You guys know how I am. As long as you're not getting nasty, not getting personal, I like a little friendly trash talk back and forth. It's fun, and I enjoy hearing perspectives from different fans of different teams as well. So it's all good. You guys are awesome. Let's get this preview. Let's get this preview of tomorrow's game. McJay, you're doing the Lord's work right now. You're doing the Lord's work, my guy. The comment was, I just went into a Yankees post-game channel and did some trolling. Thank you. Y'all got to get back some of the trolls that come in here and do that to me. It's about time. It's about time. Brian, the link to the Discord, again, one of the only things that's monetized on the channel. So, bro, if you become a paid member, I will send it to you right away. I'll give you my email address. But that's the one thing. The Discord is just for paid members, paid subscribers only. Would love for you to be a part of it, my guy. I totally understand. $2.99 is $2.99. And you support the show in so many ways, man. So no worries either way. But again, Discord, kind of the one thing that I've monetized here on the channel. Appreciate all you guys. Preview of tomorrow's game. I'm excited about this one. Whenever the Rangers win going into a DeGrom or a Nate Eovaldi start, it just puts the biggest smile on my face. Logan, hey, I haven't seen this one yet. That's dope, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Appreciate the gift. That was sweet. Whenever they win going into a DeGrom day or going into an Evo day, it just makes you feel so much better because you got that chance to go back-to-back. And in this case, in a 3-game series, you have the chance to win the series tomorrow with arguably your best pitcher on the mound. I mean, look, DeGrom, I think we all can get on the same page. One of the best to ever do it. In a little bit of a rough patch right now. Got to figure some things out. Got to get the long ball figured out. But look, Evo probably pitching the best on the staff right now. And so to have him going tomorrow is huge. Let's look at that start and let's see how he has fared against the Yankees lineup in the past. By the way, real quick AL West roundup. So right now, we have got a number of important games rolling. Angels are actually beating the Rays. They're still 4 games under 500. I can't say Green Arrow. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm not trying to troll you right now, but I can't say I'm real worried about the Angels. They got a ways to go before I start getting any type of anxious about them. Then you look at other scores. Astros did beat the Marlins today, as they should. Sandy, I think, got lit up a little bit. Sandy Alcantara. That dude was like destined to be traded. I don't know what happened. I thought for sure Sandy was going somewhere else at the trade deadline. Orioles got beat by the Phillies. Red Sox did beat the Royals today. And look, the Royals were kind of low-key hot on the Rangers trail. So I am okay. You know, I know Red Sox, we want them to lose, but the Royals were sneaking up. If this series could be like, you know, just not a sweep one way or the other, just not a Red Sox sweep, I'd be good with that. Chapman, by the way, gets his 21st save. Aroldis, having a good year for Boston. All right, and then other than that, there's not a whole lot else. Did the A's not play today? There must have been some teams with the day off today, I guess, on a Monday. All right, then. There you go. So, standings. Let's check it out. And then we'll do the preview of tomorrow's game. I know we're jumping around a little bit out of order. Red Sox, by the way, have won 6 in a row. Not ideal. Not ideal. Fortunately, they're not the only team that we're chasing. Hey, Logan with the Galaxy, my guy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you for your support of the channel. Very, very grateful. Thank you for the generosity, man, truly. All right, other than that, let's see if we got any other big streaks. Brewers have won 4 in a row. They keep putting together those streaks, man. Yankees have now lost 4 in a row, though, by the way. 4 in a row now the Yanks have dropped. And it's getting interesting. I mean, I thought one of the teams in the AL East would really have a drop-off at the end of the year. I did not think it would be the Yankees. But they have been hit hard with some injuries. Aaron Judge going down. You got to think that's made a difference for sure. Right now, the Yankees and the Mariners are tied. And they each have a record of 60 and 53. Rangers are a game and a half behind both the Yankees and the Mariners. Rangers sweep, and they will have a playoff spot. If they can sweep the Yankees, they will be in a sole position playoff spot. That's great. Outstanding. We'll see if that happens. A sweep is tough, especially against a team like the Yankees, a winning ball club above 500. But if there's any place Texas can do it, it's at Globe Life. And when you win the first game of the series, it opens a lot of things up for you. All right, let's check out the game for tomorrow. Another evening start, I believe. Wednesday's a day game, though, right? Is Wednesday the getaway day game? Let's see what we got. Yes, it is. Wednesday is a 11:35 Vegas time start. Wow. Okay, then. By the way, that live is going to be a little bit later on. It will not be immediately post-game. Maybe that'll work out better. But just to give y'all a heads up, Wednesday's show will be a little bit later. It will not be at usual time, 8th, 9th inning. Got some things going on with work. Will not be able to make that right afterwards. So probably we'll do a live sometime in the evening hours of that game to wrap up the series. But tomorrow, let's talk Evo. So the Rangers are going up against Warren for the Yankees. Right-handed pitcher, so we will see the right-handed starting pitching lineup. But Will Warren, 4.64 ERA. Over his last 7 games, he's got a 4.58 ERA. He did have a really good start against Tampa Bay last time out on July 30th. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, and a pretty good start against Philadelphia. 5 2/3, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. Did get lit up against the Braves, who we swept earlier on a couple of weeks ago. But other than that, 2 back-to-back pretty good starts. But now he has to come to Arlington. Not an easy place to beat the Rangers. So we'll see what he has to offer. But against Will Warren, the Rangers lineup, it goes like this. Adolis Garcia, 1 for 3. Haggerty, 0 for 2. Jonah Heim, 1 for 2. Josh Young, 2 for 3 against the Yankees' probable starter, Will Warren. Wyatt Langford, 0 for 2. Jock Peterson, 0 for 2. Marcus Semien, 1 for 3. Josh Smith, Rowdy Tellez, 0 for 3 and 0 for 2, respectively. So, not a lot of a sample size. Like, sometimes that can matter. Sometimes it doesn't. It's always kind of a little bit of a crapshoot. Osuna, Seager, Higgy, Duran, no ABs against Will Warren. On the other side, Yankees against Evo. You got Bellinger, 2 for 8 in his career against Nate Eovaldi. Caballero, 2 for 5 with a bomb. Might have to look out for him. Jazz Chisholm, 1 for 7 against Evo. Dominguez, 0 for 3 in his career. Paul Goldschmidt looks like 4 or 5 for 18, 278 average, 649 OPS career against Evo. Grisham, 1 for 3. Rice, 0 for 2. McMahon has never faced Nathan Eovaldi. Rosario, 2 for 12. Slater, 1 for 2. Giancarlo Stanton, looks like he is 9 for 36, 250 average. Does have 4 home runs against Nate Eovaldi. So Giancarlo might be a guy that Big Nate needs to look out for tomorrow. Volpe, 1 for 14 against Evo. And Austin Wells, 1 for 2 with 2 RBI. So on here, I'm seeing a few guys. Caballero, Goldschmidt, he's kind of a fringe one. And then after that, Giancarlo. Aaron Judge, I don't know what his career numbers are against Evo. That will probably be out there tomorrow when they activate him. But it's not giving me Judge, and I don't want to take the time to look it up. So that way there's no dead time here on the show. But I'd be interested to see those numbers. All right, last check of comments, and then we exit for the night. What a great show it's been, man. I appreciate all you guys. Let's keep rolling. I think we're good. Cal Raleigh, 88 RBI. Judge at 85. Isn't that crazy? Judge missed like 2 weeks, and he's only 3 RBI behind Cal. Yeah, Dan, look, it's possible you win the first game. A sweep is very, very possible. It's not easy to do, but when you got Evo going tomorrow, look, we'll see what ends up happening. We'll see what ends up happening, but Wednesday's game will be the interesting one, but I really like our chances tomorrow. Mike, no worries, my guy. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a member. You're the man. This felt like 5 wins. Jeremy, that's well said, my guy. Really, really well said. Texas Tech legend Josh Young. That's what I mean. Like, Josh Young, that's why you just hope that this guy takes off. You're talking about a Texas boy from San Antonio. Texas Tech guy. This guy's just easy to cheer for, man. Great nickname. Love it. Y'all see the bobblehead behind me? I love Josh Young, man. So good to see that guy doing well. Just so good. They did get burned. Langford, look, I'm not saying that it was a bad decision. Obviously, in hindsight, you say it was a bad decision walking Langford. I actually like the move. I think that Langford had an extra base hit. He had a single. He was already multi-hit. Josh did have a hit himself, but I get why they walked Wyatt. You want to force it every base. Wyatt was multi-hit already, seeing the ball well. I can understand why they did it. It didn't work out for him, clearly. All right, man, we'll see you later. We're about to get off the show here in a little bit anyway, so you're not going to miss too much. Yeah, Coulomb was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. Absolutely. Young is off the automatic out list. He was an automatic out in the early months of the summer. Let's not lie. Let's not pretend. Bro was an automatic out at one point earlier this summer, for sure, for about a solid month before they sent his butt to Round Rock. Whatever they did for him down in Round Rock, duplicate it with every player that you can. Seriously. It is going to be a close AL West race. I'm excited, Rohan. I personally, look, if I was betting, and don't take this the wrong way, I do think the Rangers make the playoffs. I'd be very surprised pleasantly if they win the AL West. It's not impossible, but you have some ground to make up, and you got to play really consistent ball over the last 50 or so. I know there's a little less than 50 games left. It's not impossible. I think the Rangers find a way in, though, and that's what's most important, obviously. Yeah, we talked about that, Hayden. Stanton has seen the ball very well out of Evo's hand in his career. Got to be careful with Giancarlo tomorrow for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, y'all. We're going to get off the show for the day. You guys have been awesome. Like I said, thank you so much for all the support of the show. Thank you for the people that followed. Thank you for the comments, the likes, the shares. It's all awesome. Some of y'all gave gifts on the show. Very generous of you. Like I said, best way you can support me beyond a paid membership or subscription, right after the show today, go watch the video that I put out if you haven't seen it yet. Give it a like. Drop a comment, even if it's just some fire emojis. Doesn't have to be anything complicated. I would really appreciate it. That's just as good as a gift, just as good as a paid membership or a subscription. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully after another Rangers win. That's the plan. We'll go live in the 8th or 9th inning. Hopefully closing out another quality game by Texas as they go for the series win. All right. Hope y'all have a great rest of your Monday night. We will see you tomorrow. And as I always say to end every show, God bless and go Rangers.